Cup. It has been a great day full of fighting chess, and the players come back to the board fresh from the rest day. But before we go to the highlights, let's check out the results. Round 6 results. Jan Nepomuceno lost to Fabiano Caruana. Ding Liren made a draw with Pregnamanha Besli So made a draw with Alireza Firoutza. Anish Kiri made a draw with Nadirbek Sotarov, however he had the great advantage. Gukesh also made a draw with Maxime Vachier-Lagrave in a very fighting game. Now, let's check out the standings after round 6 and find out who's leading this tournament. Standings after round 6. Alireza Firouzja is leading the tournament with 4 points, while Fabiano Caruana and Besli So are right behind him with 3.5 points. Let me remind you, if Alireza or Fabiano Caruana wins the tournament, they are gonna grab the Grandchester Cup. Now, let's go to today's highlights. First highlight of the day is the game between Jan Nepomuceno and Fabiano Caruana. Here, Jan made a huge blunder, but it wasn't easy to spot. As you can see, Jan has been playing very fast the whole game, and here he also chose to play G5 immediately, which is a huge mistake, and Fabiano Caruana thought for a while but formed the brilliant move Knight E4. After that, White is in trouble. Jan took with the pawn, however. He could try to take with the Knight on E4. Then, there is a great move Rook D4, and Knight cannot take on D4 because of Queen A2, Knight, King C1, and Queen A1, checkmate. Therefore, Jan took on F takes E4, and after Bishop D4, Knight D4, Rook C3, very strong move. Black is simply crushing. Jan tried to resist couple of moves and played A3, and another strong move Queen C4, threatening Queen A2, Queen A1 checkmate. Black is already winning. Jan tried to play B3, hoping that after Queen C5, he can resist somehow. However, nothing is working. If he takes on A6 here, just F takes E6. It's crushing. I'm threatening to play Rook C2, and Queen A3 was black. Therefore, he tried to protect with Rook C1. Here, another brilliant move by Fabiano Caruana, Queen A3. Knight B5 is not working because of Queen B4, Knight takes C3, Rook takes C3. The threat is to take Rook B3 or Bishop B3, and White cannot protect its position. It was a great tactical game by Fabiano Caruana. As you know, he's great in dynamic positions, and he showed it once more here at the Sinquefield Cup. The second highlight of today is the game between Gukesh and Maxime Vachier-Lagrave. Here, Gukesh has an advantage, but he must be very careful. Gukesh played H takes G in the game, which was a mistake, but I want to show you why it was a mistake. Gukesh had to play A6 first, and in the game also, Maxime Vachier-Lagrave played F3, which is a right move here too. Then G takes F, G takes F, Knight C3, Rook H2, threatening checkmate on H1, and White must play King G1, Bishop G3, threatening F2, then A7, F2, King F1, Rook H1, King G2, Rook C1, A8 check, King G7, Queen B7, King G6, Queen C6, King G5, and here is a very important move, King G3. Now, if you queen on F1, H4 is a checkmate. In the game, we got the same position, however, Gukesh didn't have his H4 pawn. Let's go back to the game and check out what happened. Here, Gukesh first took H takes G4, H takes G4, and moved his pawn. After F3, he must take on F3 takes Knight C3, Rook H2, threatening the same checkmate. King G1 must be played, and Maxime Vachier-Lagrave played Bishop G3, A7, F2, King F1. This is all forcing Rook H1 check, King G2, takes on C1, A8, Queen, King goes to G7, queen b7 on king g6. King is trying to hide from the checks by the queen, queen c6, king g5, and here king g6 is not good because of f1 queen, and suddenly black is winning because we cannot play h4 anymore. Therefore, the game continued queen c4, and after rook g1, king h3, queen takes, king g3, the game ended in a draw. This is an amazing moment. It's hard to see for the players over the board the difference. However, if just Gukesh played s6 first, he would grab the game. Third highlight of the day is the game between Anish Giri and Nurbek Abdusatorov. Anish had a great game until now, but however here he made a slight inaccuracy, rook a5. Instead, he could play rook a3, fc2, rook c3, stopping the pawn from advancing to queen. If rook h3, then white can go king f4, and the idea, if rook h2 back, then knight f3, and the idea is to push d4, d5, advancing these central pawns and showing that white is dominating. Instead, he played rook a5, and after rook h3, knight f3, as you can see already, the pieces, white pieces are not in the right squares, a little bit passive, and Nurbek Abdusatorov used it very well. He played only move that can create some counterplay for black, which is h6. After taking on h6, he played c2, rook c5, g5. Now, rook cannot take the g5 pawn because of c1 queen, and g4 is coming. Now Nurbek created a counterplay. After that, Anish Giri didn't have time to figure out how to consolidate his position and win the game. Therefore, the game ended in a draw.
Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe.